So another question that I get a lot of times, and one of the points that I want to make is that for people who they have a transactional sort of outbound sales model, that's the model that they've been using, and they've been successful at it for a number of years. This is kind of a revolutionary concept, this idea of having this outbound information to bring the leads to them kind of is a disruptor. How do you talk about the role of sales versus the role of marketing, and how's that changing?
Well, you know, I've always talked to, I mean, I get asked to talk to groups all the time, you know, it's like, how do we get sales and marketing on the same page? I can't tell you how many times organizations have come to me with that plea. And I think that, you know, one of the things, the way I talk about sales and marketing and their difference is, first off, sales is a function of marketing. That's, you know, a lot of people don't want to buy that, but it is true. However, the distinction in my mind is that marketing is supposed to, air quotes, supposed to own the message and create the message and the brand, and in some cases generate the leads. But sales or having a sales force or a professional salesperson is how you own the relationship, truly, because it is, you know, I mean, unless you're selling something for $29 that people could come on there and click buy now, you know, it is still in many cases that person-to-person across-the-desk relationship that is really going to matter. It's going to build loyalty. It's how you're going to get referrals. I mean, all of those things that really add up to a great customer experience. And so, to me, if you have that distinction, I think that it's very clear to understand that both of these are very, very important roles.
Right,
now,
right.
However, if I were tasked, if somebody hired me and said, "You're our new salesperson, go out there and get them," I would tell you, you know, don't wait for the phone to ring, you know, or don't wait for marketing to say, you know, here are the good leads, you know, we're holding them up for you now. But because, you know, I think that you make yourself indispensable to an organization when you can generate your own leads, when you can control your own destiny.
Yes.
And the way you do that is you differentiate yourself personally from everybody else who is out there selling the same synergy and solutions and, you know, all the other stuff that everybody else is out there being told to say. So, in other words, if you're giving the workshops, if you're writing the blog content, if somebody's searching for a problem they have, and they're not only finding the company that produces that, they're finding the individual who seems to really know what they're talking about, you know, that person's going to get invited in. I know I have a little different model than, you know, a lot of traditional sales folks, but I mean, we don't, you know, knock on wood, we've been able to do this, but, you know, we don't chase anything. I mean,
right.
You know, we don't prospect. I mean, it all basically, we have our inbound marketing, you know, what we call hourglass, set up in such a way that people come to us, they're already sold in many cases, and they really just want to know how they can get the most out of what we do. And I think that's, you know, that's part of what we've been working on for 10 years, but it's also, I think, the opportunity that's available when you look at selling that way. That it really is about building relationships and building community, and that this marketing piece that you need to build yourself is how you get folks to know, like, and trust you over the other person that you know maybe is coming with a similar or very much the same solution.